We are in the midst of a business information, a personal development, a professional development information explosion. And it's a wonderful thing because there is so much good information available today to help you move yourself to where you'd like to be. And you can explore many different teachers, many different perspectives, many different subjects. It's all out there. It's there for you. Surprisingly, even in the midst of this, there are people who are wondering, what do I do? Where do I go? And how do I approach things? But after decades of reading books, attending seminars, going to conferences, studying, I have found that all of it is of value at different times in your life and in your career. And the real trick is figuring out what it is that you need right now. What it is that you need right now. I remember those days, of course, as a teenager. I'm in New York, and there was a real explosion in New York of metaphysical teaching, business teaching, of success teaching. Many of you who come to this place as a result of the internet or something you read recently or in the last 5 years or 10 years might not realize just how deep this is, and how certainly for decades in the 30s and 40s and 50s and so forth, this was present. But I happen to have experienced it in the 70s as a teenager. And it was a wonderful time. We'd go from one seminar to the next. We'd go to a sermon. We'd go to a lecture. And I experienced so many of the great teachers here in New York. But what I discovered that was fascinating in that, because I would gobble up books and enjoy the information that was being made available. And what I discovered is that there are a lot of different takes on the same ideas. And there are some people who take them much farther, and you can go pretty deeply into them and understand them. And then there are some people who have an aspect that they are focused on or aware of or exposed to, and they deliver that. And what you'll find is that you will need a different message at different times. So the trick in identifying how to use the information that's coming at you effectively is to understand where you are and what you need. Sometimes you need someone who is a motivator, so to speak, someone who essentially gets your adrenaline going, someone who is very forceful, someone who is giving you ideas, and the very power and the way those ideas are delivered makes you look differently at what you do and makes you do it differently. And then sometimes you need someone who goes a little deeper and says, here's the underlying ideas underneath this, and gets you thinking about things that will have you going down other paths and make you think about other ways in which you can tackle the things that are important to you. And then sometimes you need someone who is more of a practitioner and is essentially saying, okay, in order to go through this door, here's what you're going to need. You want to get on television? Here's what you need. You want to get a press release? Here's the way it's done. You want to raise money? Here's the way you do it. You want to hire people? Here's the way it's done. So you might need something that's more of a practical nature in that given situation. I have found that being able to understand where you are in the process is enormously valuable in helping you advance. Now, you need an energy that is right no matter who you're dealing with. You need a certain kind of energy. But I want you to think about where you are and what you need. Where you are and what you need. There have been times when I've taken a particular teacher, a particular seminar, a particular idea, and I've said, okay, this is what I'm going to study this year. I'm going to study these ideas this year. I've taken a particular subject and said, okay, I'm going to focus on this year. And I have to tell you, taking that approach over time has led to me going pretty deep on some subjects that have been very important for me to learn. You've got to pick a message that resonates with you, and a messenger that resonates with you. And I hope in this process that you find what I'm sharing with you valuable, and you find the insights that I share valuable in the process. I like the idea of helping you look at your professional life, your business career, your entrepreneurship, excellence in a different way, and looking at it more deeply. And I think that looking at it more deeply is very important, particularly right now, because there's a lot of messaging right now. There's a lot going on right now. And in order to be your best, you have to give your best effort in looking deeply at what you're doing. So the right information for you right now is important for you to assess, understand, and discover. And I hope that my work is helpful in that process. If you like this tip, this is kind of a tip. Give me a thumbs up, let me know. Share it with someone that you think will benefit from it. And I look forward to chatting with you next time.